Hey YouTube, what's going on, guys? It's Matt the Cell Junkie back at you, coming at you with one more. If you guys have been following me, you know that my iPhone 4S power button died on me. I actually shipped it out to go get it replaced today. I'm waiting for the iPhone SE. I'm waiting to jump so I can get rid of this monster beast of a piece of crap LG V10. So I've got a couple more weeks to do that. So I went ahead and I got this guy, the Desire 626S. It's a good phone, but I figured now is the best time to try one of the operating systems that I've never tried. I've had BlackBerry, iOS, Android. So I figured it was time to go ahead and talk about some Windows Phone, guys. Now, the Windows Phone operating system, I've heard the stories, I've heard the reviews and everything, and I was just like, dude, I gotta try it out. So why not? Next couple weeks, I'm gonna be using this phone, taking it through its trials, and see what I can pull off with it. All right. So this is the Microsoft Lumia, not Nokia. Damn, this ain't no Nokia. This is the Microsoft Lumia 435. All right. It came out almost a year and a half ago, guys. And just kind of going through some of the specs. It's got a 4-inch display, 480 by 800 with a pixel density of 233, which 233 is not that bad. I mean, there's been worse. I'm gonna straight up say there's been worse. So you got that. It's running 8.1 Windows Phone OS. It's supposed to be upgradable to 10 at some point, but to be honest, I'd rather have 8.1. It's got a Snapdragon 200, an Adreno 302, 8 gigs of RAM, or I'm sorry, 1 gig of RAM, 8 gigs of storage, and a 2 megapixel primary camera and a VGA front camera right over there. Now, I'm not a big selfie machine, so I'm not really particularly worried about that issue. But I've had this phone for about 4 hours. Got it from Best Buy, 49 bucks. And, I figured why not? Let's give it a try and see what it looks like and see how it handles. To be honest, guys, the gig of RAM is fine with this. I mean, there's no stuttering that I've seen. I mean, when I started out and I put my SIM card on it, I was actually still outside of my house. I wanted to go ahead and activate it. Cell Junkie, hello. So it did stutter a little bit because it was trying to run on the 4G network. This is not LTE, it's 4G, HSPA plus at best. And so it did stutter slightly. It wasn't too bad, but once everything got downloaded and everything got going, it was fine. Compared to, this, to the Desire, it's got a lower res screen. It has no flash on the camera. That kind of sucks. I mean, even if you have a crappy camera, it's nice to have a flash. As far as apps go, you've got the App Store. It's not that bad. It's got a lot of good titles. I can say there's only a couple apps that I can think of off the top of my head that I can't get on this platform that I can get on the other ones. I mean, even BlackBerry. I think there might be an app in here to run my Pebble Steel. I don't know if it might be, it might not be, but I know on BlackBerry I can. I mean, hell, BlackBerry, I put the Google Play Store on it and Google services. I'm sitting there watching actual YouTube, so it was a little more gumption there, I guess you'd call it. But anyway, like I said, you can get most of the apps you need: Facebook, Twitter, all that. Netflix, Hulu, eBay, Amazon. I mean, all the basics are here. If you need something like, hell, I don't know, Instagram. I don't even know if it's on here because I don't even have an Instagram page or a Snapchat page. I don't care about that stuff. So you guys are going to have to go check that one out for me because I'm not looking, because it's not something I need. But, just to kind of give you an idea on the size, like I said, here's my V10. All right, this is a beast of a phone. There's my Lumia. I mean, this has kind of the same dimensions as far as the screen size is of the SE. It's a hell of a lot thicker. I mean, this is a thick, chubby little guy. But I mean, it gets the job done. So I mean, if you need like this is going to go back to the iPhone 4S kind of thing. If you need a phone for grandma, if your kids want to get a phone and they can't find an Android one that they like, or the one they want is $300, but you got $100 to spend, and you could get a little crappy Android one, but I can almost guarantee you the screen is probably going to be worse. And the gigs and the storage are probably going to be about the same. It's probably still going to be an 8 gigger. I know some of the blue phones that they make, they actually have 4 gigs. So, I mean, at that point, I don't even see the need in having the thing. So, I mean, you could do worse. Especially for $50, it's not that bad. I mean, I would definitely hang on to this for a while. Just to play with it. Like I said, I'm gonna have it for the next 3 weeks. Once it's time for me to get the SE, I'm definitely getting that, and I'm definitely gonna give you guys a review on that. But I figured, at this point, why not try something new? Why not try something different? And just check it out. I had a couple friends that had this operating system, had Windows Phone, and they were like, "Oh, it's really good. It's cool. Whatever the hell, it's fine. I mean, you can do whatever you need with it." So, but like I said, guys, kind of the positives. It is a smaller phone, so if you do like smaller phones, it is definitely in that realm. Like I said, a little bit chubby, but that's okay. All right, there's nothing wrong with being chubby. It does run one of the newest versions of Windows Phone. The screen's decent, except if you're watching Netflix, it kind of throws it off a little bit. It's got a little bit of visual problem. I don't know if it's because it's an IPS display or what. I'm not sure, but if you're in a dark room, maybe doing a road trip or on a plane or something like that, it plays just fine. There's no problem with glares or anything like that. But if you're looking at it in a lit room, it messes with your eyes. But I mean, like I said, you could watch Netflix, you could watch YouTube off the browser. The call quality is pretty good. Some of the negatives I can say, again, with the playback of the video, there's no flash on the camera. The camera's a really low megapixel camera. It's really there just in case you need something. Maybe you get in an accident, you need to snap off some pictures or something. I don't know if you guys can see this, but up here where my thumb is, you see the little Ghostbuster sign with the SIM card. There's been an issue with that since I've had this for the last couple hours. It will say that my SIM card is not valid, and the way that it's kind of put in there, it's on a, here, I'll take the back off. It's actually like a leverage pin mechanism. It's not just like slot it in and there you go, like most phones. But there's the SIM slot, and it's literally just like a little mechanism. So like you got to push it in there, kind of bend it down to make sure everything's good with it. But it'll sit there and say that, and then you can't make phone calls. Well, I restarted it, pulled the SIM out, did some stuff, played with it a little bit, and it came right back on. There was no problem. But every time I go to charge it, it says that. I don't know why. But that's something I might have to go back to Best Buy and get another one, or just call it quits on this and just stick with the Desire until it comes time for me to get the SE. It all depends. But I mean, overall, $50, guys, it's a decent phone. T-Mobile really, sometimes they have really good budget phones, and then sometimes they have ones that you would probably rather wipe your ass with, because God, some of their phones suck. Just on the low budget side, like some of the displays, it's like, why even bother with this? eSIM are still doing it, so I'm gonna have to play with it. But I mean, for $50, guys, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, if you got any questions, pop them down below. Hit that like button and subscribe. And if y'all want to see anything on this, before it's time to give it up, throw it in the comments. I'll see if I can pop another video on here if there's something specific you want to look at or anything like that. All right, guys. Again, this is Matt the Cell Junkie, and I'll catch you on the next one.